Hey guys, it's Steve here from BetterGamerZone, just bringing you a quick League of Legends solo blind pick game with me playing as Dr. Mundo. I'm going to be playing him as a heavy tank in this 3v3 game. In our team we've got Varus and Corki, so two ranged guys who should dish out a fairly sizable amount of damage, fingers crossed. We're up against Varus, Nasus and Jax, so we're going to be fairly attack damage heavy, and if Jax farms well, he's going to be a really tough opponent to take down. In terms of skills, Dr. Mundo automatically regenerates 0.3% of his health every second, so it's a good bit of health regeneration going on. And his first ability that we picked up is called Infected Cleaver. It's effectively a line-fired cleaver that he just chucks at people. If it hits them and does damage, it refunds a portion of the damage dealt as health. One thing to note is that it doesn't become boosted by anything such as ability power or attack damage. Which means that from a tanking perspective, Dr. Mundo actually scales pretty well without needing to level up, say, or purchase items for ability power or attack damage, which makes him quite a heavy hitter in the tanking world. Just warn these guys that we're missing somebody. They're pushing really hard down the bottom. They really need to back up. Back up, please. I've tried Corki myself and couldn't actually get on with him at all. I just couldn't quite grasp his kind of abilities and what I was supposed to be doing. But he does look like quite a complex character, so it doesn't surprise me at all. Looks like we're pushing fairly heavy down the bottom. Varus is just decided to take his first pop at me, which is fine. Nasus and Corki are going to be able to handle these guys pretty well, I think, down the bottom. They got a good bit of range DPS, and Nasus can certainly... Oh, no, Nasus is on their team. I do apologise. So yeah, both Varus and Corki will harass them fairly heavily, which would be quite good. So we'll just push on this guy. He's going to start using some of his ranged skill shot abilities, but we're just going to carry on farming until we get enough to drop back and pick up some extra bits and pieces. We're going to build fairly heavy in terms of armor. I think Jax can actually go either way or as a hybrid. So, but it looks like he's picked up a Doran's blade. So that's initially some attack damage straight off the bat. So that's probably going to be the way that it goes. Whoops! I think one of our team just got taken down by a turret. It's a little bit unfortunate. Right, there we go. We were warned that oh, whoops! Yeah, he's still there, so that's fine. We'll leave him as he is. We've got Corki just dropped up there. Varus is headed down the bottom, so what I'll probably do, seeing the situation with Varus up the top, we'll probably leave Corki up the top on his own, which will be fine. Given the setup here, we're just going to pick up the extra armour here, cloth armour, and then we're going to develop these into Ninja Tabby to give us some extra armour and some extra movement speed, which would be helpful for tracking people down. One of the main benefits really for Dr. Mundo is his cleaver. When it hits people, it actually slows them down as well, so it does become an incredibly good tool for chasing people down. I'll just warn these guys that I've lost sight of the two guys that were down here. That's fine. Corki managed to get away. but it looks like Varus wasn't quite so lucky. I don't think he's got quite so much escapability, because Corki's got an ability that lets him effectively fly in a direction, drop bombs, so it's a great escaping utility really. We'll head up with him, because those guys are pushing fairly heavily up the top here from the looks of it. I'm sure I saw this guy in the grass there as well. We'll push him back a little bit. There's Varus in the grass as well. Fall back, fall back, fall back. It's a good job we do have a bit of range in this team. It's going to be quite painful, really. I think. Oops. Yeah, I'll let those guys push on, and then I'll help defend them as they get away. This guy's going down. Oh, the cleaver missed. That is unbelievable. Right, we'll get away. Yeah, that was quite lucky. So we just activated Dr. Mundo's ultimate ability, which effectively boosts his health regeneration massively, which you need really to sustain his W ability, which is the kind of swirling fire shield that you're seeing at the beginning there. So effectively his W ability deals magic damage in an AoE effect, but it drains Dr. Mundo's health, but it also reduces movement impairing effects that are put on him as well, which is great for chasing people down as well. So what we're going to pick up next is the Kindle Gem, and then the Giant's Belt, which we can't afford just yet. Then those are going to effectively turn into the Spirit Visage and Sunfire Cape in not too long. And once we've got those items, the tanking ability of Dr. Mundo really goes up quite massively. So effectively the way that we've leveled up our skills is we've gone Q, W, E, W, E, and obviously we picked up R in the middle there as well. It looks like Varus is doing fine down the bottom. Yeah, these guys haven't got a bloody chance. There we go. As you can see, activating Dr. Mundo's ultimate ability really stops him from taking pretty much any damage, or unless people are really opening up a huge nuke on you, you're not going to take a huge amount of damage, especially with these guys being attack damage heavy, and us specifically speccing for armour as opposed to any form of magic resist this early on, and that seems to have panned out quite well, because Jax is definitely looks like he's going for the attack damage build, although he is speccing against attack damage by getting some armour, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop us once we get on a roll. I've got Nasus warn these guys here. If I could press the right button, I've activated my ultimate ability without even realising it. Whoops, never mind. The good thing about Dr. Mundo's ultimate ability as well is that it has a really low cooldown. I keep pressing the wrong buttons here. This is looking terrible. So we'll just stand here and look imposing. It should stop people from really going for our guys. We'll just absorb the hits from these minions as well, just to make sure they don't get any silly kind of hits on our guys. And we're looking good. Now that these minions are pushing up as well, what I'm going to do is just smash up on this tower as well. Varus should be perfectly safe as long as he watches the sides. Yeah, we've got Jax here as well. So there we go. As you can see, the survivability of Dr. Mundo is pretty high now. And with his regeneration ability, unless we take a huge amount of sustained damage and we know people are incoming almost immediately, we don't need to head back to base because the cooldown on our ultimate ability is such that it allows us just to regenerate once a minute, almost to full health, without really worrying. So what we'll do is head back, grab this little bit of health, drop down, take these minions out, and we can probably push the bottom tower while these two guys are harassing in the middle, or up the top even, and then we'll push down. So we'll just take these guys out. It should be fairly quick now that we've got enough health to sustain our burning agony without taking too much damage. Now that these guys are pretty much almost done, we'll activate our ultimate, and it effectively regenerates health massively, and it's a portion of health. It's a percentage based renewal, which means that the higher your health is, the higher the renewal is actually going to be, which means that if you get a massive health pool, like is what we're doing at the moment, people won't be able to DPS you down while you're taking them down. We'll just make sure these minions don't all die before. There we go. We should be fine. So we can take down this tower. Those guys, we've lost sight of those guys up the top, but they're not going to get here quick enough, I don't think, to do any damage. We'll just smash this down. There you go. So Nasus has turned up. I'm just going to back off a moment. I've got like 10 seconds until the ultimate's ready, and then we should pretty much be able to just smash through these guys anyway. Got loads of minions incoming. Ultimate's off of cooldown. We should be able to just push straight on this turret. We'll just use our regeneration with our ultimate just to smash down these enemies fairly quickly while taking a couple of hits from the turret. Got another bunch of minions incoming fairly soon. They should get here, I think, before these guys run out. But as we're struggling a little bit in terms of health, we'll just drop back. Corki's playing really well actually at the top from the looks of things. Oh, I say that and he's dead. But Varus has took down the other guy, so it should be fine. Not sure where they are. Can't see them on the map. But again, our ultimate is up fairly soon. Varus is still alive. I think I saw somebody actually just sneaking around there, but oh, I can see Jax now actually. So we've got 5 seconds for our ultimate to be back. Varus is dropping down. And we can probably get Nasus as well while we're here. And there we go. And we should be able to push on this bottom tower now without any issues. And that will give them a lot to worry about when, because they won't be able to defend from both sides from the minions. And we've got Jax incoming now, so we'll just, since the well, we can actually probably take this guy, thinking about it. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do a huge amount. He's in a lot of trouble. 15 seconds for my ultimate to be off. Just going to drop back. Still got Ignite and Exhaust on cooldown here, so we should be perfectly fine. I'm not sure if they've been missing a guy. at all, but they haven't been playing all that well. And there we go, 3 votes to 0. It's an easy victory. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave any comments below, hit like and subscribe, and you'll be kept up to date with all of the releases from the BetterGamerZone team. Thanks very much.